How to use the XLeads cold calling dialer for your marketing and wholesaling real estate. So the best part about XLeads is you get free unlimited skip tracing. Now we gotta actually attack the leads and start marketing with this free unlimited skip tracing so we can actually do wholesaling deals. So today I'm gonna show you how to use the dialer inside of Ninja Mode, how to use our free Google Voice dialer integrated with XLeads, and if you wanna go crazy, how you can use a triple line dialer so you can start calling, getting deals, and getting money right now using the power of XLeads. Now, you might be a little confused. There's so many dialers out here in wholesaling real estate and so many options. The truth here in wholesaling real estate is the best dialer is the one that you're going to actually use. You can use the XLeads data for the free unlimited skip tracing, use it for whatever dialer you want. Now, I'll be honest with you, XLeads currently is the best option and I'll explain why, but there's so many great ones, right? I absolutely love Batch Dialer. I love Mojo Dialer. There's some other great ones out there, but you want to be very, very careful type of dialer you want to use. Now, specifically within XLeads, we have three types of dialers. We have a very free dialer, right? It costs no money. It's free. Like, that's great. It's Google Voice, but there's obviously downsides because once you're spam likely, it's actually kind of hard to get off of that. And it's a lot less calls per hour. Now you can use our single line dialer, which is our signature dialer, which it is by far the cheapest, best effective dialer out here in wholesaling real estate. Now I could really double the cost and the rates of the dialer and make more money. I mean, yeah, obviously I probably should, but I'm giving it to you guys at the cheapest rates possible because we use Twilio for the dialing and the calling like every other dialing service. And we just don't upcharge you. Many other services like to upcharge you. We just give you for the best rates possible. Then you can use the triple line dialer, which is probably some of the cheapest you'll find in the industry. Now, the reason why the dialer is cheap is because we left the margins at making pretty much no money, not because the service is bad. And we also have unlimited options too for the dialer. Now, we start in the beginning at the free, then we're going to go to the single line dialer and then the triple line dialer. Now, the free dialer is you click, you call. It's not as intuitive, but it's free. A single line dialer, you can put 3, 4, 5,000 leads in there. It'll start calling from lead 1 all the way down to 3,000. Now, if you use a triple line dialer, it'll call 3 lines at a time. Now, it's not a massive difference between a triple line and a single line that you think it's 3x more. You're probably like 1.5, 2x better result because you just get more calls in. Now, I'll tell anybody, guys, if you're doing at least a deal a month, you need to just skip this all and go to the triple line dialer in this video and do that. If you're looking at your first deal, I'd probably say the single line dialer if you can invest some money into it, then all the way to the free part. Now, roughly these systems will cost you no money for a dialing system. If you use XLeads, maybe $50 to $75 a month for the single line dialer and about $150 for the triple line dialer. The really important thing when you start paying for a dialer using the single line dialer or the triple line dialer is you're gonna have to pay per phone number. Now, the really cool part about XLeads, again, I'm not selling you because I don't make money off of this, is to buy a phone number within XLeads is really cheap. It's like $1.20 per line. So if it's spam likely and you decide to buy another phone number, it only costs you $1 to get a new phone number and get rid of the old one. Most other services, you're paying $5 to $15 per line that you get. So if you want to get 10 lines, it might be $150 a month, when 10 lines is like $12 a month with us. So let's break down exactly everything you need to know about cold calling within XLeads. So if you want to use the free version of XLeads dialer, it's not like a integrated system, right? But it's kind of the best one we got, and that's using Google Voice. Now, this basically means when you're looking up a lead, you can click to call. So it's basically integrating a click to call. You see a phone number, you click it, and it connects you straight into Google Voice. The best and fastest way to do this is to go to Google Voice and get a Chrome extension and just add it to Chrome. What you want to do is just add the extension in there, and when you see a phone number, you can click it, and it's like a click to call. It's pretty dang cool, and it works really well. I would definitely recommend this for everybody who is looking for a free type of dialer. It does kind of stop the issue of you copying and pasting, which is really nice because you just click it and call. You just click add to Chrome and you're good to go there. It does get a little annoying because every single phone number that does pop up on Chrome, it does have the little Google Voice logo right by it, which is a little annoying if you're not using it. But overall, I think the pros definitely outweigh the cons here, and you're definitely not the most efficient dialer possible, but it's the best one when you're really balling on a budget. Now let's kind of get into the paid dialer. Now, if we go here into kind of the pricing structures, we're gonna see it's about 0.18 all the way up to 0.02. It's about 1.5 to 2 cents per minute for dialing, which most people freak out like, oh my gosh, you gotta pay 2 cents a minute? That's way crazy. But when you do the math, it's really not that crazy because that's if somebody connects to the call. You gotta remember this, if you spend an hour calling on a dialer, maybe it's like 20 minutes you're like actually on the phones. So it's a lot cheaper than you actually think. But roughly, let's say you're doing 25 hours, which means you're probably dialing for 40 hours a week, right? Cut that in half. 25 hours is roughly gonna be $30 $30 for the week if you're doing 40 hours a week of cold calling. And let's say you're doing 2 hours a day, maybe 5 days a week, that's 10 hours. You got to divide that by half because you're actually not on the phones for 10 hours, right? You calling doesn't count against you. It's when they actually pick up and you actually talk to them, right? So let's just say you're on the phone 10 actual hours, not even like on the phone. That means you're dialing 20 hours, right? It will probably cost you about $48 a month for this type of dialing system. So roughly 20 hours a week will be about $50 a month. Now, once you start getting up to around 30-ish hours a week, which is like 50 to 60 hours a week of cold calling, then we can go into the unlimited option, like $100 a month, and you have unlimited calling, which is pretty dang cool. And that's where I'd be pushing it. So to start enabling this and doing it, all we have to do is go to settings here. I'm logged into Ninja mode here. I would go to billing and then add your credit card. You have to add your credit card in to actually start using the dialer. Again, we're not going to charge you unless we have a credit card and get your permission. So go to billing and then start putting your credit card in there. Then from there, you're going to have to buy a phone number. So go right here to where it says phone numbers and click add phone number on the bottom right here. Now this is our test account. So if you try to call this number, it ain't going to go through, but just press add a number and we're just going to do an add phone number for SMS or calling. And we get to choose exactly what zip code. We get to choose what area code. Now, some of the prices are a little cheaper, more expensive. So let's say I want to do Miami, Florida, right? So Miami, Florida is 786 or 305. So all we're going to do here is go to filter and you see we could search by digits. Now you want to do match to, you want to do first part of number, and then you put your zip, you want to put your area code. So let's say we're doing Gainesville, Florida, which is 352, right? So we can do 352, make sure it's number. I'd get rid of toll free. That's kind of stupid, and just press apply. And let's see what phone numbers pop up. So we got some cool ones. Let's say I want to do any of these areas. I mean, this is all 352. We can do Beverly Hills, Ocala. Maybe I'll choose that one. And then you're just going to press proceed to buy, and then boom, you bought the phone number. And you can get as many as you want, right? So you can buy a ton of them and start getting your phone numbers. Then from there, you can start calling. Now going back here in our dashboard, so there's actually 3 ways to start cold calling. Now, the first way, which is pretty simple, you go to the top right-hand corner, you see that little phone indicator. You click that and you just put in your phone number you want to call. So 212-544-7784, and you'll start calling. And it will start dialing, pretty simple and easy, right? So I'm going to end the call there and you can start calling like that. Now that's individual. That's not the best thing you can do. So what I would tell you to do is maybe you want to go inside of your contacts and start cold calling your leads inside of there. It's not bad either. It's not cold calling per se though. So if I choose a lead, right, let's do Anita right here. So we got to blur out her information. Inside of the CRM, this is why I love Ninja mode. I can just click the lead and click it and boom, look, I'm already calling the lead right now. And it'll give me a little dial. And if I'm calling them, I want to see what address they're at. I have the address right here. Now we got to blur this out. If I want, I can just send them a little text message too, which is cool. Add a note, mute myself so, you know, they don't know I'm doing it, and just start calling.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach.
So I'm not going to leave much in there, but that's pretty dang cool. Now that's awesome. Then I can, you know, send an SMS text or something like that, which is cool. But what I'd love to do is make it so I can use the single line dialer, which is pretty simple. So all we have to do is go to our contacts and throw them in the dialer. So if we actually go back here to our automations, we have a lot of different type of dialers, but the one that I recommend for everyone to do is just the simple power dialer automation. So this is when, if we just have a tag and we add the tag power dialer, we'll be set to cold call them. So let's go here into our contacts. Again, we got to blur this information out, but maybe Anita, Jason, and Warren. I can do 1,000. I can import a list of, let's say, 500 code violations. And then when I'm importing it, I can add the tag power dialer, start cold calling them too. Really depends what you want to do. You'll be able to start cold calling. So we're going to press add tag and we're just going to do dialer, add the tag power dialer, and we'll be ready to start cold calling them. Now, again, if you go to automations here, you can actually throw them into the triple tap system, which is a type of cold calling. This is if we add the tag ROS blaster, it will blast the seller with an email, which again, at XLeads, we have the emails. We'll throw them for a text. And then if they don't answer the text or the email, we'll be set to cold call them. Then we'll throw them a voicemail, right? So it really depends which one you want to do, triple tap system or a regular cold call. But if I want to go even crazier on my contacts, let's say I want to import a list, I can go here to import contacts. Remember, we got to blur this information. We're going to go to contacts here, going to go to next. We're going to upload something. Let's do the CSV. I'm going to do create and update contacts. And then we're going to match the information. Again, we got to blur this, unfortunately, but we're going to go property address. We're going to match the information. So when I'm cold calling them, obviously I want to know what the address is. Go to property city. So let's go to city, state. We're going to put state right here. Property zip. We're going to throw postal code right there. Then phone. We want to connect it with phone. Again, this is blurred, unfortunately, because of YouTube, but you go here and put phone. You want to add email when you're doing the emails too. And then phone too, you want to throw that on additional phones. Then from there, I mean, we can do more and more, but I'm just going to make this pretty simple. Don't import the rest. and press next. Create as a smart list, do whatever. What I want to do is add tags to the contacts right here, and I'm going to throw it into the power dialer tag. I can even throw it in the workflow if I want to go even crazier, but you can do whatever you want. Confirm and start the bulk import. And then from there, all those leads are going to be imported and they're going to have the tag power dialer. So we're ready to start cold calling them. Now we have one more automation inside the single line dialer I want to show you, which is is taking them out of the dialer. So we have a remove dialer tag. And if you want to learn more, obviously this YouTube channel has more, but we're going to press remove dialer. And the cool part is when you cold call somebody in the dialer, if we click the call as completed, it will remove that person from the dialer. It will remove the tag power dialer. So we're not going to call them anymore. So how do we get into the auto dialer? How do we get into the single line dialer? All we're going to do is go here to conversations. We are going to go here to manual actions. All of our leads that I've thrown into the dialer are going to be on here. So it's going to go from the oldest to the newest on the bottom here. I got a lot actually in this dialer, I got thousands. And all you're gonna do is just press let's start. And you click that button and guess what? On the top right-hand corner, we're gonna start dialing. So I'm gonna mute this person real quick. But when they're calling, it's like, oh my gosh, what's the address? How do I do my lead? You see here? Now this is actually live. So we're gonna scroll down. Oh, they didn't answer. So now they didn't answer this cold call. So we have 4 options here, right? So we can press no answer. That means they didn't answer the phone call. Voicemail. So we could throw a voicemail in there. Busy, it's busy, or completed. Now, if it's a regular call, they're not interested, between you and me, I would probably press completed. Now, this person who didn't even answer the phone call, I would press no answer. Now, not to confuse you, but we actually have an automation in here, which every single person who is in Ninja Mode has, where if they do not answer the phone call, we give them a text. This is massive in the marketing space that no other dialer has or no other system has. And this is why we are the best dialer out here too, is we're actually texting sellers that don't answer the phones. That's why we have the best success within Ninja Mode and XLeads, because nobody else is texting their sellers if they don't pick up. Everyone's calling sellers that pick up, but no one's texting sellers that don't pick up, or they're texting a massive list. And what we do here in Ninja Mode is we target the sellers that don't pick up the phone. That's how you get deals. So we're gonna press no answer and automatically a text is gonna be sent. And all we have to do is, you see where it says next lead right here? I can pause the dial, do whatever I want. I'm gonna press next lead and it's going to the next person. Now, see Joy Hucks here? We're calling them. If I wanna know what address it is, all I have to do is scroll, oops. We're gonna press end call there. We're gonna press completed. But all I have to do is if I'm cold calling them and I wanna know what address it is, I gotta scroll down and the street address is there. So I'd ask, hey Joy, is this the owner of 3008 Sanderson Road? Hey, are you interested in selling the property? Then you go from there, right? Pretty cool. And I can even leave a text, whatever I want. Then I'll bring me to the next lead. Now I'm just gonna pause that for now and just show you. That's how you do the single line dialer. It's pretty good. You go through all 1,000, 2,000, wherever you put on there, and you can go from there. Now, if you wanna change the text you send to somebody if they don't answer, all you have to do is go to the next tab here and you see SMS drop no answer. Well, we can go here and change it, right? So again, if the call status is outgoing, there's no answer, we can send them a text. Now you can change the template. The template that I honestly have is, hey John, just following up on 123 Main Avenue. Call me back, right? Pretty simple, get the phones. If you wanna use your own template, we have a million templates in there. I actually like drive by, that's a good one too. Hey John, just drive by your place there over at 123 Main Avenue. When something looked off, is everything okay, right? If I wanna save that, I can press save action and it will save it. And then next time somebody doesn't answer a phone call and we put no answer, that text will be dropped. So we can change the templates if you want. You can actually put it on a rotation too. We have some more things on there, but it works really cool. Now, how to use a triple line dialer, right? Well, the triple line dialer is actually this entire system, except it calls 3 at a time. Now, we don't have that. Now, all we have to do is just get an app inside of Go High Level. We actually use something called the Wave Dialer. It's currently the only dialer that works within the system. And all you have to do, it's right here. Now, if you don't see this, you go to App Marketplace and just search UAVV and the Wave Dialer will pop up. Now I have it installed, so it's already in there. But you click Wave Dialer right here and it'll say welcome to Wave and you can go view the plans. Now, they have a really cool preview dialer, which is nice. I wouldn't recommend it right now, but they have a power single line dialer at $99 a month for unlimited, and they have $149 a month for the triple line. You just click that, you get a free trial, and you can start using the triple line dialer. And it's connected. Again, XLeads is not associated with Wave, but it works within this system. The reason why I'll tell you use that triple line dialer over another triple line dialer is because it's connected within Ninja Mode, which means you can use a triple tap system with the Wave dialer. If somebody doesn't pick up on the triple line dialer, you can drop the no answer and give them a text. That stuff works really powerful within Ninja Mode and XLeads. So that's how you start cold calling within XLeads. Again, this might be a little confusing. Maybe watch the video again. Hop on our weekly Saturday support calls for free at the XLeads YouTube channel. We go live at 10 a.m. Eastern every single week on Saturday mornings. And I hope to see you there if you have any questions. Guys, got any value from this video, do me a favor. Make sure you smash the like button, subscribe, and I'll see you soon. This is Zach signing out. Have a blessed one.